We got a 2015 Chevy Equinox, and we're going to try to take off the door panel. So the first thing we want to do is we want to remove this little access door that's in here, and all you really need to do is get your little screwdriver and kind of pry that off. And then behind there, there's going to be a little 7 millimeter bolt that we're going to take off. So I've already done that. That's not the hard part. That's pretty easy. The hard part is going to be right in here. This here. Now I already took the other side out so I could just show you. It has a clip behind there, so we need to push on that clip and then get it to go up. We don't want to pull on the front because it's got like a hook on the front, but we want to try to bend it this way to get the switch out from underneath here because it kind of sits inside of there. That's the tough part. So we want to get under here, and we want to make sure not to scratch this either. So we want to get under here. I'm going to try it with my bone tool. See if I can get on there. It's actually pretty tough to get this switch off. It's not very easy. The other side I kind of just kept pulling on it until the clip actually fell off of the panel there, and then it was able to get it out. And it did the exact same thing. As you can see, the clip actually came off of there. All I'm going to do is we want to pull towards this. You can hear it fall. You want to pull that way, so we unhook the front. And then there's two 10 millimeter bolts there. And then we'll go ahead and unplug the harness here. And all you're doing is pushing down on this and then pulling. I'm just doing this with one hand, so it's a little bit tough. And then you'll go ahead and take off these two 10 millimeter bolts. Those, try to get underneath here, try to find a spot anywhere on the door panel, kind of on the bottom somewhere. You can see me on here. I'm kind of pry. And once we release the panel, then we're going to go up. Basically sits on these hooks there. Pull up on this little piece right here, pull out on the cable, around, and take the little ball out of that socket right there. This panel. Now the front one is going to be a little bit easier, I believe. I've already done this one as well. It's a little bit different. Go ahead and take off this little cover here. Same thing, it's a little cover. And then we got the little 7 millimeter bolt. Take that off. And then we're going to go down here, and the cover flew off. And then it's got two 8 millimeter bolts under here. If you have a magnet, it's kind of good, but I can get it with my fingers. And we got those two 8 millimeter bolts. And then next, what we want to try to do is find a spot somewhere in the panel where we can slide our little wedges. work our way, slowly pulling. And if any of the clips come off, just put them right back on the door. These ones are pretty good. These clips don't break. They're pretty good clips. And so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go ahead and actually on these front ones, I'm not going to completely take them off because I'm just tinting the windows and I just need to get to the door channel. So, but it would be the same thing. You would unhook that little blue cable for here to take it off, and then you would just unplug the switch if you had to do that. I'm not doing that because I'm just I'm tinting these, so I don't need to remove the whole ones up front. The back one, since the switches come off separately, I do. But on these, since I just tint the windows, I actually remove these door channels. So I can slide my film behind here. And then all I do is I just hook the panel back on there to work. But like I said, you do the same thing as you would do on the front, on the back ones, I'm sorry. I just leave it there, now I have room to work in here. So you're gonna do the same thing there. You're just gonna, just like I showed you on the backs, and then you're probably just gonna have a switch there, or maybe there's a harness up here up front. I didn't really look. If there's any kind of a harness, then just release that harness. If it's a big thick harness where it's all wired in here, you might have to pry down on the two ends and then release it. It has like a flip over, if that's how this is. If not, it might just have a cable there and you just plug there and you just unplug the switch. Thanks for watching. Just a quick video on this, the 2015 Chevy Equinox, how to remove the front and rear door panels. Thank you.